Okay, it's category 4, and I thought I'd do a hardcover / paperback graphic novel collection just to show off some of my stuff since I haven't had a video in quite a while. And since I've got some time to make a video, I thought I'd do this one because this is one that I've recently got back into comic books a little bit more, and I want to show off what I've got, well, hardcover and paperback wise. Not every issue I have because that'll take way too long, and I'm really not in the mood to do that. So I'll start with my Marvel stuff, then DC, and I'll show any other extra stuff I've got. So I'll start with this that I got from my brother for Christmas this year. X-Men with Great Power, which has Spider-Man and the Lizard involved. It covers about X-Men's issue 7 to 11, which is pretty cool, and it's actually made me want to go back and get more because it was enjoyable to read. My brother also got it for me because it had Spider-Man in it, and he knows that's one of my favourite Marvel heroes. Another one he got me was Wolverine back in Japan, which I found really, really interesting. Really great story, really enjoyable. He got me that as well because the new Wolverine film came out, and he knows I love like Japanese culture and stuff, so that was pretty cool. He got me one more, but it's more. I have to go for a few more hardcovers. A lot of these I haven't even read yet. I've gotten them and I meant to read them, but I just haven't. And when I'm motivated, sometime I will end up reading them. So, but this one I just couldn't refuse. I don't know if you're in any other country, but in the UK we had a collection of Marvel hardcovers which had a bunch of stories in them. And the shop over the road from here I picked up one because it had Spider-Man on it. Obviously, he's my favourite. And it talks about how when Aunt May finds out about his double life and stuff like that. So I just really wanted to get it. Another one I got, which is the Marvel Origins of the 60s, which I'm really interested to read. I haven't read yet, but I want to. The X-Men, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Hulk. It's got some Avengers stories as well, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to reading that. This I've read. I don't think I've read everything in this, but I've read most of it. And this is something my dad got me when the first Iron Man film came out, or around that time. And it's the Marvel Platinum, the definitive Iron Man. So it's got like a load of different Iron Man issues in it. It's got like the first one, some really controversial stuff. Whenever he has to go to a new suit of armor, it's got the Hulk. It's got Ant-Man. Really good. Really enjoyed this, and this was actually my first ever comic book. I'm not counting manga, this is my first ever comic book, and it was really, really enjoyable to read. Here's one. I think this might have been the first comic book I ever bought myself, which is War Machine, Dark Reign, and this is volume 2. I might get volume 1 see what other issues are going on this, because this was actually pretty cool. Because I'm a big fan of War Machine from the old 90s Iron Man cartoon, and that really drew me in. And in the movie, the second Iron Man movie, greatest film ever? No, but it was still a pretty good film to me, and I got to see Iron Man and War Machine team up, which I was really loving about that. Here's something I was able to get, which I'm pretty happy about, which is Ultimate Spider-Man trade paperback volume 1. I've got it plastic up because I got it in I saw it in a charity shop, and the book got kind of damaged. This way I can get it pretty well protected. And I've read about, I don't know, it's got like 13 issues in it. I think I've read like 7 of them. And I'm taking it in small doses at the moment. I would like to get the whole Ultimate Spider-Man in paperback, but I doubt I'll be able to do that, because there's a lot of them. This is one I got at my comic book shop when it was closing down a few years ago. Ultimate Spider-Man volume 14. Which only has like about 6-7 issues in it, and yeah, so that means there's still a lot of volumes of this, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get them all. I read the first issue that is covered in this, which is Spider-Man Origins of the Hobgoblin, and the first issue was pretty good of the old classic Spider-Man series, and I do want to finish it because I want to know more about it, because I know it's different from the 90s cartoon which I watched. Here's the other one that my brother got me, which I haven't read into, but I always flick through. Spider-Man Saga of the Sandman, which I know it has the Fantastic Four involved, and I think the Hulk. I'm not sure. it definitely has the Fantastic Four and a few other Marvel hero characters, so that's pretty interesting to read. And this is one I picked up. I didn't actually know who it was. I thought it was a normal Spider-Man one, but yeah, the Spectacular Spider-Girl. And I didn't realise. I thought it was just a Spider-Man one because I was in a rush to get some stuff in the comic book shop while I was closing down, and I just picked this up because I thought it was Spider-Man. I also got Hobgoblin and Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 14 at the same time as these. And when I got home, I realised it was Spider-Girl, but I wasn't too fussed because I didn't have any more Spider-Man anyway. And I thought this was pretty interesting to see, like a possible future with Peter Parker and Mary Jane. And I flicked through it a couple of times. It's pretty interesting, and I need to read it because it actually really grabs my attention. But I'm just not motivated to read it for some reason. I'm going to count this in it, and it's just a small Spider-Man book, which it has like a range of a few different stories. It's got one with Spider-Girl in it, which covers Spider-Man's past and stuff, and there's like a really interesting, like, I think, I can't remember, I don't know the name of it, but it's got like a really cool Spider-Man thing to it. It's got, I think it's like a anime kind of Spider-Man in comic book style kind of stuff, which really looks cool. They've got a little cartoon one in it, and like a novel version which covers like 2-3 pages with like 1 or 2 pictures in it. Now I'll go into DC stuff, and I've got Batman of the Future here. Big fan of the TV series when it came out. And just in case you didn't know, in the UK, it wasn't Batman Beyond here, it was Batman of the Future. We got the name here. So when I found out it was called Batman Beyond a few years ago, it was interesting to find out how they changed the name and everything. And I think this tells the, I think this might cover, because I know Batman Beyond has had a few few volumes to them, and I think this might be the first volume since it starts it all off, I think. Here's some other stuff that I got when my comic book shop was closing down. I think I got these on a few different days. Blue Beetle, Boundaries, from the series that started after Infinite Crisis storyline, and Blue Beetle Endgame. I know there's only like 6 of these, and there's only another 4 to get, so I might end up getting those. And here's one that I have to finish reading because I'm like halfway through it, which I just stopped. I was in college every morning, I'd just look through it. When I had a break, I'd read through a few more pages. And that was the New 52 Static Shock. It only lasted 8 issues, but Static is, I think, pretty much my favourite character, superhero character. I think, pretty much. And here's some other stuff, which here we got the Best of the Transformers, the Eye of the Storm. I know there's a few other ones, which I was out with my aunt and she let me pick it up. It was only a couple of quid, and it's got some real old Transformer comics inside, which I think is pretty cool, from G1. And I've got a bit of a Transformer comic book collection as well. And I'm a big fan of the G1 series. Here's 2 things I picked up when I went on holiday with some family last year. I got them for 8 quid each, which is the Star Wars Omnibus Clone Wars Volume 1. And I've read a few stories in this one, and I've got Volume 3 as well. So I need to get Volume 2 really, and then I should read through the rest of it and read to this one. Because these cost around about 20 quid, and I was able to get them each for 8. If they had the second one, I would have picked up the second volume as well, but they didn't, unfortunately. But I'm not too fast because I was able to pick up some stuff when I got back from holiday, anime wise. So yeah, that's my comic book hardcover paperback collection of comic books. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got any questions or anything like that? And I did try to review the Infinite Crisis storyline from DC Comics, but I just couldn't do it. I really tried. I videoed myself a few times. While I was editing it, I realised I wasn't giving it enough justice, so I do want to do a review of the Infinite Crisis storyline from DC Comics, but it'll be a while because I really need to make sure I do a good enough job and sell it, because it is a great storyline and it's probably one of my favourites. So yeah, that's about it. I probably might start doing a comic book update thing I haven't really bought any new manga or anime, so I haven't been doing an update really of that. But I've been buying a few more comic books, so I might do an update of that and what I've been reading. So yeah, this is Casual 4 saying thank you and goodbye.